The January transfer window slammed shut, marking the end of a period filled with speculation, rumors, and last-minute deals. Yet, amidst the frenzy, one club stood out for its inactivity. Arsenal made a surprising decision that left many scratching their heads. Despite being in a strong position, they chose not to bring in any new players. The North London club, firmly in the Premier League title race and with Champions League ambitions, opted against bringing in any new faces. This was a bold move considering the stakes. This sparked intense debate amongst fans and pundits alike. Some argued that the squad needed reinforcements to sustain their title challenge and European campaign. Some saw it as a missed opportunity to bolster the squad, especially with key players facing potential injuries and fatigue as the season progresses, while others viewed it as a calculated gamble by manager Mikel Arteta. They believed that Arteta had faith in his current squad's ability to deliver. Arsenal's decision was particularly intriguing given their standing. The club's management seemed to be sending a message of confidence and stability. They sat atop the Premier League table, 5 points clear of defending champions Manchester City. This was a position of strength that many felt should be consolidated with new signings. A deep Champions League run was also a real possibility. The squad's depth and quality would be tested on multiple fronts. The expectation was that Arsenal would strengthen to maintain their challenge on both fronts. Fans and analysts anticipated strategic additions to the squad. However, Arteta and the Arsenal board held firm, choosing not to panic buy. They believed in the long-term vision and the current squad's potential. This decision, whether by design or circumstance, could have significant repercussions on Arsenal's season and their long-term future. Only time will tell if this gamble pays off, or if it will be a decision they come to regret. One of the primary reasons behind Arsenal's quiet January was the unavailability of their top transfer targets. RB Leipzig's Slovenian forward, Benjamin Sesko, was high on their wish list. However, the Bundesliga club made it clear they had no intention of selling their prized asset mid-season. Another player who had been heavily linked with a move to the Emirates was Swedish striker Alexander Isak. However, Isak had only recently joined Newcastle United for a club record fee, and a January switch was always highly unlikely. Arsenal's inability to secure their top targets played a significant role in their decision to hold fire until the summer. Another factor influencing Arsenal's transfer strategy was the emergence of several promising young players from their academy. Miles Lewis-Skelly, a talented left-back, had seamlessly slotted into the first team. His performances belied his tender age, providing strong competition for the established Kieran Tierney. Ethan Nwaneri, a highly rated attacking midfielder, had also made an impact. His cameos from the bench injected energy and creativity into Arsenal's attack, showcasing his immense potential. The emergence of Lewis-Skelly and Nwaneri provided Arteta with additional options and reduced the immediate need for reinforcements. Arsenal's January inactivity can also be attributed to an easing fixture congestion. Their early exit from the FA Cup, coupled with a scheduled warm-weather training camp in Dubai, provided a welcome respite. This break allowed Arteta to regroup his squad and focus on the crucial challenges ahead. Importantly, this break gave injured players ample time to recover and regain full fitness. The return of key players from injury would be akin to new signings, bolstering the squad for the business end of the season. Section 5. The long game. Underlying Arsenal's transfer approach is a clear emphasis on long-term planning over short-term fixes. The club is committed to building a sustainable model, one that prioritizes the development of young talent and avoids reckless spending. This strategy requires patience and a belief in the process, even when faced with external pressure to make immediate signings. The decision to forego January reinforcements suggests that Arsenal are content with their current squad and believe they have enough quality to achieve their goals this season. It also indicates their intention to be aggressive in the summer transfer window, targeting players who fit their long-term vision. Section 6. Near misses in the market. Despite not making any signings, Arsenal were active in the market, exploring several potential deals. The club's executives were constantly in meetings, evaluating various options to strengthen the squad. They were determined to find the right players who could fit into their system and make an immediate impact. They made a late inquiry for Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins, viewing the English striker as an ideal backup for Gabriel Jesus. Watkins's versatility and goal-scoring ability made him an attractive option for Arsenal, who were looking to add depth to their attacking lineup. However, a difference in valuation coupled with Villa's sale of John Duran to Saudi Arabia meant a deal couldn't be struck. The negotiations were intense, but ultimately, the financial aspects and timing didn't align for both clubs. Arsenal were also linked with Nico Williams, the highly rated winger from Athletic Bilbao. Williams's speed and technical skills caught the eye of Arsenal's scouts, who believed he could add a new dimension to their wing play. While talks were held, Arsenal ultimately decided against pursuing a deal in January, opting to reassess their options in the summer. The club felt that waiting would allow them to make a more informed decision and potentially secure better terms. A deadline day move for Bayern Munich's Mathys Tel was also considered but rejected. The young French forward had shown promise, but Arsenal's hierarchy didn't view him as a significant upgrade on their existing options. Arsenal's hierarchy didn't view the young French forward as a significant upgrade on their existing options. The club's focus remained on finding players who could make an immediate impact and help them achieve their goals for the season. As the transfer window closed, Arsenal's management continued to monitor the market, preparing for future opportunities to strengthen the squad. Section 7. Summer targets in sight. While January proved to be a quiet month, Arsenal are expected to be busy in the summer transfer window. They have already identified several potential targets as they look to build on this season's impressive form. One player who has been heavily linked with a move to the Emirates is Real Sociedad's defensive midfielder, Martin Zubimendi. The Spanish international is seen as the ideal long-term replacement for Granit Xhaka. Reports suggest that a deal is close to being agreed. Arsenal are also in the market for a new centre-back, with Nord-Jylland's highly rated teenager, Sverre Nypan, on their radar. However, they face stiff competition for his signature, with Manchester City also keen on the Norwegian. Section 8. A measured approach, mirrored. Arsenal's decision to forego January signings was not unique. Other Premier League giants, notably Chelsea and Liverpool, also opted against making any major additions. Chelsea, despite their struggles, decided to keep their powder dry, focusing on integrating their summer signings and promoting from within. Liverpool, hampered by injuries and inconsistent form, were surprisingly quiet in the market. Their decision suggested a belief in their existing squad and a willingness to wait for their primary targets to become available. The fact that 3 of the Premier League's biggest clubs chose not to make significant signings in January suggests a wider trend of clubs becoming more strategic and measured in their approach to the transfer market. Section 9. Was it the right call? Arsenal's decision to forego January signings was undoubtedly a gamble. The club's management chose to place their trust in the current squad, believing that the existing players had the potential to carry the team through the remainder of the season. This decision was met with mixed reactions from fans and pundits alike. It remains to be seen whether this gamble will pay off or come back to haunt them come the end of the season. The pressure is mounting as each match becomes increasingly crucial, and the fans are watching with bated breath, hoping for the best but fearing the worst. On the one hand, it demonstrated faith in the existing squad and allowed them to maintain their strong team spirit. The camaraderie and unity within the team have been evident in their recent performances, and this could be a key factor in their success. The emergence of young players and the return of injured stars could provide a timely boost. These fresh faces bring new energy and enthusiasm to the team, and their contributions could be pivotal in the crucial matches ahead. On the other hand, it left them vulnerable to injuries and potential burnout. The physical demands of the season are relentless, and without adequate reinforcements, the risk of key players succumbing to fatigue or injury is significantly higher. The lack of reinforcements could prove costly as the season reaches its climax, particularly if they suffer any setbacks in key areas. The defensive line in particular has been under immense pressure, and any further injuries could severely impact their performance. Ultimately, only time will tell whether Arsenal's bold gamble was a masterstroke or a missed opportunity. The final outcome will hinge on a delicate balance of factors, including player fitness, tactical decisions, and perhaps a bit of luck. As the season progresses, the true impact of this decision will become clear, and the fans will be hoping that it was